Good to see you guys. Thanks. Cugino mio. Say what now? Yeah, do your thing. You know the deal over there. Yeah, if you go right through there, where he's from,
Where a
you can go over
microphone
there.
is.
Right.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Rabbi Sasha Bacon, and I always love joining the Bima with Cantor Kleinman, together in leadership with our wonderful musicians, Pete Malin-Verney, Idan Santos, and Jerome Morris, and also on the Bima, WRT's President Warren Haber. In this week's Parshat Vayetze, we read about the angels going up and down Jacob's ladder. And so I'd like to invite us tonight to utilize this time and space to envision ourselves ascending and descending that ladder, if even just for a moment, crossing the boundary into the divine realm. So to kick us off, let us turn to our neighbors, wish them a Shabbat Shalom, maybe give them a highlight of your week so we can get to know our fellow passengers along this Sabbath journey. So I wanted to offer this brief reading to prepare us to light our Shabbat candles as we endeavor to cross that boundary and bring God into this space. God is the creative flame that transfigures lifeless substance, leaping into ever higher realms of being, brightening into the radiant glow of feeling. May we scoop up every holy fragment in striking the match. We are now excited to call up to the Bima to light our Sabbath candles to strike that match and help us elevate Lexi Finger and her family, all as many and as little as you wish to come join, in honor of Lexi's bat mitzvah tomorrow.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Lexi, we wish you and your family Mazel Tov. And we continue now welcoming Shabbat together on page 131, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Sing unto God a new song.
Shir
We turn now to page 138 for Lecha Dodi, singing verses 1 to 5 and 9. Remain standing, and we turn to page 146 for the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed.
This week's Parshat Vayetze is a particularly special one for me because for my ordination this summer, my parents gifted me this beautiful micro-lithograph, which really just means this was stamped on over stone, by artist Leon Azalea, and who lives and does his work in Sfat. And this image depicts and records with every single word Parshat Vayetze. So we can see here, Jacob is lying down with his head resting on the stone, and the angels are ascending and descending the ladder to the heavens. And in the Parsha, we read that Jacob has a dream where God is right next to him, just in this moment. And when Jacob awakes, he exclaims, "Surely Adonai is present in this place, and I did not know it." A Hasidic reading of Jacob's realization explains that the place where God was found was not just in this location, but also in the I, in the self of Jacob. Part of what I have loved, and I'm sure my colleagues have loved, about the process of becoming clergy, what this painting symbolizes for me, and I hope for all of us tonight, is the exploration of finding God in myself and in others. So as we turn now to Ahavat Olam, a prayer literally called eternal love, I pray we may all have the beauty of such an exploration, of seeking God in our hearts and souls, tonight and for eternity. We turn to page 150.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. מלכנו אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגי יומם ולילה, נגי יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, ברוך שם כבוד, שם כבוד, מלכותו לעולם, לעולם ועד.
Page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 158.
Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor veHanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot veImahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer uMoshiach uMagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav leHoshia, Mashiv HaRuach uMorid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bagevurot, Umidomela, Melech Memit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We take some time to pray silently, either with the meditations of our hearts or with the words of your Sidurim. And when you are ready, you may be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. As we have already discussed a little bit, this week's Torah portion, called Parashat Vayetze, includes one of the Torah's most heavily interpreted passages, the story of Jacob's ladder. Our ancestor Jacob, in the midst of his travels, lays his head down on a rock to go to sleep, and the Torah shares his vivid dream. A stairway was set on the ground, and its top reached to the sky, and the angels of God were going up and down on it. And standing beside Jacob was the Eternal, who said, I am Adonai, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. The ground on which you are lying I will assign to you and your offspring. Your descendants shall be as the dust of the earth. You shall spread out to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south. All the families of the earth shall bless themselves by you and your descendants. Remember, I am with you. I will protect you wherever you go and will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Generations of rabbis, scholars, artists, authors, and musicians have been drawn to the story's vivid imagery and compelling, somewhat mysterious spiritual significance. This story has inspired thousands of years of rabbinic midrash and interpretation. It has inspired art by Rembrandt, poetry by John Newton, the author of Amazing Grace, even the sculpture outside the window of our Sifriya, our library, by the staircase to the second floor of the JLL. Tonight, I'd like to share 3 musical interpretations of the story of Jacob's ladder, both from Jewish and secular traditions. The rabbis have imagined what Jacob's ladder represents. One well-known midrash suggests that the ladder is Torah and heaven is Mount Sinai, with Torah being what connects heaven and earth. Another interpretation suggests that the ladder symbolizes a path of spiritual ascendance toward encounter with God, and that keeping our tradition's commandments and living out its values allows us to climb the ladder's rungs. The first song I would like to share derives from an early African American spiritual, likely composed by people enduring the horrors of slavery in the second half of the 18th or the first part of the 19th century, called We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder. It imagines that following the will of God is a pathway to climbing higher and higher, ultimately, perhaps, ascending to the heights of freedom out of the depths of slavery. The original words were, we are climbing Jacob's ladder, soldiers of the cross. Every rung goes higher, higher, soldiers of the cross. If you love him, why not serve him, soldiers of the cross? Faithful prayer will make a soldier, soldiers of the cross. The version I will be sharing, which was adapted by Pete Seeger, downplays the religious element of the song, imagining instead that societal cooperation, the act of human beings working together, can bring mankind to new heights, helping to alleviate all of our societal ills and creating a just world for all. The spiritual we just sang imagines us ascending higher and higher on Jacob's ladder, a symbol of the act of always striving towards something greater. The Torah text, however, describes the angels as not just ascending higher and higher, but as repeatedly ascending to the heavens and then ascending back to earth. In fact, one of the great questions the rabbis pose about this passage of Torah text is, why does the Torah refer to the angels first as ascending and then descending? Shouldn't it be the other way around? And if the angels were already on earth, as we must assume that they were if they first needed to ascend back to the heavens, then where were the angels coming from and why were they there? And once the angels ascend to heaven, why would they then need to continue to descend and ascend again? There is a rabbinic midrash that suggests that, in fact, angels roam the earth to observe human behavior and then ascend back to the heavens to offer their reports to God. The next song I will offer is an Israeli folk song called Malach Misulam Yaakov, which means the angel from Jacob's ladder. The song was written by a famous Israeli composer named Nurit Hirsch, who, in case you're interested in Jewish music trivia, also wrote Ohoseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. The lyrics of the song read, "In the morning, a white-winged angel descended from heaven on Jacob's ladder to the dewy lawn of my house. Where do you come from, and where are you going? From the Negev desert to Gilead. Who will see you there, our good angel, the tent of Esau and the house of Jacob?" As we know, Jacob and Esau are in conflict from the days of their youth, when Jacob steals Esau's blessing from their father Isaac. This song imagines those angels of Jacob's dream who roam the earth to keep tabs on our behavior, descending from the heavens to find a picture of peaceful coexistence between Jacob and Esau, likely a reference to a yearning for peaceful coexistence among peoples within the modern state of Israel. And yet, that peace remains elusive, with the song continuing, "Before I can open my door to greet God's angel, he spreads his wings and flies away to the heavens, the angel from Jacob's ladder." Perhaps the song encourages us in the midst of conflict and all of those things most base in earthly life to continue to climb the ladder toward the heavens, a metaphor for pursuing spiritual growth, and then to descend again to earth so that we might bring some divine goodness and peacefulness back down with us.
בבוקר אל דשא ביתי הרטוב, אל דשא ביתי הרטוב, ירד משמיים בלובן כנפיים, מלאך מסולם יעקב. מאין תבוא ואנה תצעד, מארץ הנגב אל ארץ גלעד, את מי שם תראה מלאכנו הטוב, את אוהל עשיו ואת בית יעקב. בבוקר אל דשא ביתי הרטוב, אל דשא ביתי הרטוב, ירד משמיים בלובן כנפיים, מלאך מסולם יעקב.
The final song I'd like to share on the theme of Jacob's ladder is called God Was in This Place. It was written by a contemporary Jewish composer and synagogue musician from Atlanta named Beth Schaefer. Schaefer's composition offers an interpretation of Jacob's exclamation upon awakening from his dream. Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh ve'anochi lo yadati. Truly, God is in this place, and I did not know it. How awe-inspiring is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. Schaefer imagines Jacob's declaration as a reminder to all of us that we are never alone, that even in our most vulnerable moments, even when we feel we have no one to turn to, we can find solace in God's sheltering presence. For me, Schaefer's midrash calls to mind the well-known words of the 23rd Psalm, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. What is interesting to note, however, is that Schaefer entitles her song not God is in this place, but rather God was in this place. Perhaps the song points out to us how easy it is to become distracted, to miss that divine presence that is here with us if we can only stop to experience it. As we hear these words and this melody, let us feel God's presence with us in this sanctuary tonight.
I've been blind to your presence, I've been deaf to your call. Head full of cries, full of lies, not clear at all. I have wrestled in my sleep, I have pushed you away. Now I'm left in the quiet where I weep and I pray. I said, God, I've been looking, and you said I've been here. Watching and waiting and yearning for you to reappear. God was in this place. God was in this place. God was in this place, and I did not know. I did not know. You are not atop a mountain, nor beyond the sea. Close as my breath, your words are in me. It is I who've been gone, it is I who have to learn that all you do is await my return. God was in this place. God was in this place. God was in this place, and I did not know. I did not know. God was
As we yearn to remember God's presence in this space, in our lives, in our hearts, we also yearn to find that healing presence from God that we now wish to bestow upon our loved ones. Whether in mind, body, or in spirit, we are thinking of those in need of healing. And as I gaze across the room and my eyes meet yours, please feel free to recite the name of your loved one aloud. Today, the WRT community is holding in our hearts Jennifer Leventhal, Roberta Friedman, Jeffrey Millman, Yochanan Ben Sipora, Judy Balsam, Leah Batnina Bat Benjamin, Rachel Bracha, Lisa Schneider, Steve Grodzinski, Ashley Norfleet, Tony and Gina DeLappa, Matthew Atwood, Anthony and Elizabeth Dankner, Deborah Kapnick, Nicole Shusi, Masha Batsora, Andrew Goldstein, Ken Master, Chava Batsara, Eliyahu Chaim Ben Fredel, Sheila Fried, Malka Tzipora Bas Rachel, Tamar Bat Malka, Deborah Greenfield, and Heschel Meir Ben David Achana. Together, we offer the Misha Berach on page 371. Together we rise for the Aleinu and turn to page 586.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, akadosh baruch hu, v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo
As we turn now to thinking of those we have lost in body, though not in spirit, I offer us the following meditation for Kaddish. In our darkness, God, be a light to us. In our loneliness, help us to find a soul akin to our own. Give us strength to live with courage, and give us courage to draw blessings from life, even in the midst of suffering and grief, to hold fast against the storm and to smile at a loved one's glance. We rise in the following order. If you are in a period of Shiva, 7 days since the death of your loved one, please rise. If you are in a period of Shloshim, 30 days since the death of your loved one, please rise. If you are in a period of Shana within 1 year since the death of a loved one, please rise. And if you are honoring a yahrzeit, the anniversary of your loved one's passing, please rise. At this time, we invite the entire congregation to rise in solidarity with our mourners. And today, our WRT community is also remembering those taken from us in recent days. Mickey Baton, husband of Jill Baton and father of Melissa Caswell, Amanda Baton, and Blythe Witt. Helene Shepard, mother-in-law of Emily Shepard. Jean Kantrowitz, mother of Darlene Duran. Nancy Mineroff, mother of Carol Kushnick. Bonnie Dursey Shapiro, cousin of Michelle Smith. Harold Gelb, father of Lisa Feiner, Michael Gelb, and Kathy Mobley. Linda Spiegel-Hess, mother of Abby Sroka, Stacy Sporn, Candace Frankel, and Nina Kotick. Joyce Rowe, aunt of Jim Glucksman. We are also remembering those whose yahrzeit is marked over this Shabbat. Miriam Bernstein, Donald Birch, Robert I. Edlitz, Gloria Elkin, Herbert Falk, Hyman First, Ida Gitlow, Isidore Goldberg, Ray Gorobitz, Edith Grant, Morton Herman, Justin Karp, Lynn Fortgang Katz, Mark Kaufman, Ruth Kay, Gilbert Kerwin, Seymour Klein, Brenda Koenig, Leopold Koenig, Irving Landau, Charles Levy, Harriet Liddell, Peter Malinverney, Henry Margolis, Helen Lustig Mart, Carolyn Matthews, Mark Miller, Catherine Myers, Norman Newman, Bessie Rocklin, Alan Rosenberg, Rose Ross, Nathan Schnitzer, Ben Schumann, Pearl Schwartz, Pauline Schwitzman, Rita Schur, Abe Simon, Anita Simon, Sophie Singer, Phyllis Smith, Harry Solomon, Ruth Solomon, Leonard Stern, Robert Tartell, Martin J. Wang, Helen Weissman, Melvin Wolf, Warren Young, Herman Zelaznik, David Zenkel. If I have inadvertently mispronounced the name of a loved one, or if you are remembering someone whose name I did not mention, please feel free to say their name aloud now. We continue on page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, B'ma divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam ulamei almaya, Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'yimru, Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, Amen.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'im
Kleinman and I feel privileged to share the bima with WRT's president, Warren Haber, who will now offer some announcements, and you can be seated.
Before I start, we found a small change purse in the lobby, so I won't describe it, but if you lost your change purse, please come up afterwards to the bima, and we'll return it to you. I wanted to thank our greeter this evening, Michael Rahimi. Also, a hearty mazel tov to the Glatt and Finger families who are celebrating tomorrow. Quick announcements: Torah study tomorrow morning as usual, 9 a.m., both in person in the Sifriya or via Zoom. Sharon Shabbat tomorrow morning as well, 9 a.m. in the CJL. On Sunday at 5:30, we have the Cantor's Coffee House with special guest Elana Arian, so please join us. Next Friday, we have Tat Shabbat at 5:30. We also have our ongoing WRT toy and gift drive through December 9th, online and here at WRT. We also have Tzedek Circle convening on Sunday, December 11th at 8 p.m. via Zoom. And last but not least, we have a major blood drive going on in concert with Congregation Kolami in White Plains on Sunday, December 11th from 8:30 to 2:30 p.m. Shabbat Shalom.
So we hope you will join us for our closing nigun and then to sanctify tonight with the Kiddush and the Motzi.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, umevorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Please rise. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidasha mikohamim, ve'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh
Kodesh HaShabbat.
Amen. And if you feel comfortable, please wrap your arms around those next to you like the weave, the braid of our challah. It's okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz ad shalom.
You know,